This is Maya. Maya's research involves computationally investigating neuronal behavior. Her new project focuses on a particular type of neuron and requires her to test certain hypotheses computationally. For this, she requires access to experimental data, and additionally, access to any existing models would be very welcome. So Maya starts to hunt through literature to find relevant material, and soon she comes across an article that seems perfect. It seems to have both the data and the model that she requires. She continues reading, trying to locate these resources, when she comes across the statement, "Data are available from the authors upon request." And so she immediately writes an email to the authors. All of you who have been in a similar situation would have already realized that this generally does not proceed well. The worst response could well be no response, where you do not hear back from anyone. And when you do actually receive a response, they can often be in the form of, the author has left academia and therefore doesn't have access to these resources any longer. Or, the code and data got lost over the years, for example when we moved labs, or the hard disk crashed. One of the more positive responses, believe it or not, can be of the form, we should be having the data in some old CDs or DVDs. I might need a few weeks to find it. So what does one do in such a situation? And why do we end up in such situations in the first place? What is lacking is a structured and systematic way of sharing scientific resources that makes this process simpler for both the authors and the potential users. This is exactly what the EBRAINS Live Papers aims to address. The EBRAINS Live Papers are structured and interactive supplementary documents to complement journal publications that brings together various kinds of resources such as imaging results, electrophysiological recordings, computational models, analysis code such as via Jupyter notebooks, basically any kind of scientific resource. Interactivity is a prominent feature, with several integrated tools and services that allow users to download, visualize, or simulate data from within their browsers. The Live Paper platform gives users free and open access to all the published live papers. Each individual live paper contains resources employed in those studies, with a variety of integrated tools such as the 3D morphology viewer, the neural activity visualizer, and many others. With the integrated live paper builder tool, authors can create new interactive live papers in just a few hours. In summary, Live Papers provides a platform by means of which authors can easily aggregate the various data components underlying their scientific study into a systematic, structured, and distributable format. EBRAINS Live Papers have been developed through the efforts of many different people with financial support from several organizations. I would also like to thank the developers of the integrated tools and services. These have been mentioned on the documentation page. For more information, check out the documentation at livepapers.brainsimulation.eu/docs. If you have any questions, you can contact us through our GitHub repository, eBrains support, or the eBrains community.